More than 500,000 acres of American heartland will soon go up for sale in Texas. A massive ranch created only 4 years after the Lone Star State became a state could be worth nearly $750 million. But Anna Werner went there to see why some fear the cowboy culture that defines this property could be headed for the last roundup.
Ask people to name a ranch in Texas, and for some, the answer would be South Fork, the name made famous by the TV show Dallas. But the name they probably ought to know is Waggoner, as in the Waggoner Ranch. It's the largest single ranch under one fence in the country, some 510,000 acres. And for the first time since 1849, the property is going up for sale. The price, $725 million. Bernie Utridge is one of the brokers.
It's one of a kind. It really is one of a kind.
His marketing video shows what a prospective land baron or baroness will be buying. A vast property spread over 6 West Texas counties, with 30,000 acres of farmland, 1,200 oil wells producing hundreds of thousands of barrels of oil a year, extensive wildlife, thousands of heads of cattle, and a breeding operation for American quarter horses.
It is a cornerstone of our culture. It's a cornerstone of the cowboy way, and it means a lot.
The ranch is home to the Waggoner dynasty. Founded by cowboy Dan Waggoner 165 years ago, it was expanded to its current size by his son, cattle baron W.T. Waggoner. It's now owned by his descendants and heirs.
It's from the time of the buffalo, which is
Tony Yoakum gives tours of the Waggoner exhibit at the Red River Valley Museum in nearby Vernon, Texas.
That ranch has been part of the history of this town and this community since the 1850s.
So are people around town worried about the sale of the ranch?
Some are, yes ma'am. They have not realized yet that some eras have to end. And obviously this era is going to end.
The heirs have disagreed over the future of the ranch for decades. Faced with a requirement in their ancestors' trust that could have forced a property auction, they've finally agreed to sell. It could mean the 120 employees who work the ranch might lose their jobs and some their home. Weldon Hawley started here 35 years ago and is now ranch manager.
It's been a home for us. You know, we all raised our kids here and watched kids grow up.
So how would you explain to people what they lose when they lose this way of life?
Well, to me, we lose what we believe in. There's just a lot that we're proud of that'll go down the drain. I think that'll be the large part of it.
But broker Utridge doesn't think that will happen. He believes the buyer will want to keep the legendary property intact.
If it were to be broken up, that would be terribly disappointing. And once it's gone forever, isn't it?
Whether it will sell seems little in doubt. The ranch hasn't officially hit the market yet, but Utridge says people are already calling, eager to stake their claim to a piece of Texas history. For CBS This Morning, Anna Werner, Vernon, Texas.